Nationwide protest looms as retired officers demand pension reform. NPF pledges support, warns against hijack. The Nigerian Police Force NPF says it recognizes the legitimacy of retired officers' grievances over pension reforms ahead of their planned nationwide protest on Monday, today, while cautioning against political manipulation of the demonstration. In a statement issued by the first public relations officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the NPF expressed solidarity with its retired personnel, but raised concerns about attempts by unnamed actors to twist the protest for disruptive or political ends, describing the call to exit the contributory pension scheme (CPS) as long-standing and valid. The force noted that the issue has been pursued by successive inspector generals of police since 2014, but progress has stalled due to entrenched legal and fiscal hurdles. The hard truth is that exiting the police from the CPS lies beyond the remit of any inspector general, as the matter is deeply woven into a web of statutory mandates, interagency protocols, and policy inertia. Adejobi stated. He warned that while the agitation is justified, some actors are politicizing a sensitive welfare issue and weaponizing it to inflame sentiment and erode public trust. Adejobi disclosed that the current police leadership is pursuing a two-pronged strategy supporting the agitation in principle while developing alternative support mechanisms. These include plans to leverage internally generated revenue for supplementary pensions and to mobilize corporate support for targeted welfare interventions. Interventions are already underway and reflect a broader, more holistic strategy to elevate the welfare of our retired personnel, not merely through policy debates, but through tangible results, the statement added. I mean, my father was in the military, right? And growing up, we had a lot of stories, my siblings and I, and anyone else who cared to listen, about all the sacrifices, all the war, and still has the stamp of the bullet mark on his feet from the one he received, during the battlefield, while in the battlefield, When people leave active service, should they beg for their pension? What are your thoughts on this report?
When it comes to protests, peaceful protests, the police would always get it wrong. I mean, they have developed a culture of being drunk with this issue of protest. There will always be, oh, you have the right to protest, but intelligent information gathered shows that some people are ready to hijack it. Intelligent information would always point that people are ready to hijack it, but intelligent information is not usually intelligent enough to lead to the arrest of those that want to hijack those protests, the criminal element. Rather, it's always intelligent enough to stop the law-abiding citizen from exercising his legal rights.
All right.
So at the end of the day, who win? The criminal, real or imaginary? I mean, every time there's a protest, there is a law, there's an intelligent report. Where does this intelligent report go? Oh, that some people want to politicize it. For crying out loud, politics is part of the system we live in. There would always be those who want to take political issues, read politics meaning into it, use it for their own political advantage.
Right.
And there is nothing wrong with that if an opposition figure or party says that, oh, don't worry, when we come into power, we are going to ensure that your pensions are all paid and all that. The question they should always ask is this: the political figures, are they violent? If they are not violent, or is the matter for which the protest is organized, is it worthy of protest? I mean, even if it is not worthy of protest, why won't you allow people exercise? Who determines what is even worthy of protest or not? Just allow people exercise their freedom. And this is even something they should be interested in, because sooner than later, they also become retired officers and start facing the same issues. Then the person who spoke talked about internally generated revenue. How does police get internally generated revenue? To the best of my knowledge, it is not a business. They don't have, I know they have some power market or something. But internally generated revenue, maybe more explanation need to be done to us. But then people should be allowed to protest. If you have intelligent reports about people trying to hijack the protest, deal with those criminal elements and allow people to protest. Then to the question of people who have rendered service, you see, these are some of the things that encourage corruption in our society. When people are not assured, these guys give a whole lot.
Right.
I know most Nigerians don't agree with it, but you see, a badly policed society is still better than a society with no policing at all. If you take the police out of the system, we will, in a matter of seconds, get back into the state of nature where anarchy, brutality will reign to be. Like Thomas Hobbes said, life will become nasty and brutish. People will cease to have property but possession. This is your possession because no stronger person has come. The moment I appear stronger than you, I take it from you. And for me that has taken it, it's still a possession until a stronger person appears and take it from me. And that's not the life we want to live. And the least we can do is to ensure that, you know, we see, okay, in the form, I think, is it in our pledge or former national anthem that says the labor of our heroes past shall not be in vain. One of the ways to ensure that their labor is not in vain is to take care of them in their old age. They gave their life for us. They gave their yesterday for us. They wanted to assure a peaceful society. Of course, I know the argument that probably most of them didn't get it wrong, didn't get it right. But if they didn't even get it right, it's still a problem of society. So their pension, for crying out loud, should be paid. That's one of the things that would ensure we have a corrupt-free system. If the guy in service today is not assured of his tomorrow, if he is not assured of where he will live when he retires, if he is not assured of how he will feed when he leaves the service, then he's going to do everything possible, internally generated revenue, to get some money because he's planning for his tomorrow. But you know what modern society has done, I don't know why Nigeria should be an exception, is that don't worry about your tomorrow, go work, do all you can do for us today. Your old age, we take care of you. How do we take care of you? Your pension. In other society, if you look at the American society, you have what they call the veterans. You know, those are basically, you know, veterans from their services and all that, majorly the army. They have concessions in so many things. Even in, you know, if a veteran wants to go back to school, if you have a proof of that you are a veteran, yes, there is a way you are treated differently from how you would have been treated if you don't have the same, because society realized that you have contributed to society, and this is, like I said, help to reduce the tendency of people to get into corrupt practices. So I think our system, especially with the security persons, our society,
especially because this has been happening since 2012 to 2025 is a while.
What has been happening from 2012 to 2025 is the issue of moving them from pension scheme. The issue of poor service for them is earlier than, maybe it's as old as Nigeria. In fact, poor reward system seems to be a characteristics of Nigeria. But there are certain sectors you can't play with. You can't play with our health sector. You can't play with our security sector, especially with the growing insecurity in Nigeria today. I mean, we can't go this way.
Thank you so much for your insight.